papers. We'll get to that. Mother, there's too many of you. Brother, there's far too many of you now. Still reigns true today. You know you've got to find to bring some love here today. Yeah. Don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me so you can see what's going on. What's going on? Good night and good morning, Cleveland. Welcome to another edition of Convict Corner. This is Elgie Trotter, your host with the most. Thank you for standing up, listening to the show once again. Got another roundabout all over the show for you today. We're going to try to make it work because I'm going through all kind of things right now. Sometimes I don't feel like doing the show. I tell you I don't, but I manage because I have to. It's so much I got to say, so many things I need to correct. But let me bring you guys up to speed. I've been off the air for the last 2 weeks. I'm dealing with ailing mother. We're dealing with leukemia. Mom's putting up a heck of a fight. Every time they count her out, she comes back. She's back, got an appetite. She says she's not ready to go, so she's not going anywhere. So I can live with that, but I've been around my mom and I've been taught to be terrorized by my mother. I was taught to fear my mother, and I feared her too much. That's the problem. Don't scare the life out your kids. It's okay to have fear, but don't scare all the life out your kids. Allow them to talk to you. Allow them to console and consult with you. Don't cut them off. Shut up. Be quiet. Shut up. Listen to your children. Take time out to listen to your children. Don't put the fear of God into the point that they can't learn nothing else. You put so much fear in them, all you got is a fearful person. I regretted that. You don't have to be so hard. You don't have to be so tough. You don't have to be so rough. You can get your point across with some tender love and care too. So I'm kind of between that mother nature nurturing thing. Tough love is good love too. But I wasn't raised to be mama's boy. So seeing my mom, the lady I've feared my whole life, seeing her weak as cotton, it's like, this is the part I didn't want to go through. I didn't want to do this. So being forced to watch her have to watch mom become a baby is it's terrifying. And I don't like it, but I have to deal with it. And I guess it would be different if I was a little nurtured more. I don't remember how many hugs I got from my mom. We wasn't that hugging, kissy, hug on, give mama some sugar, baby. She wasn't on none of that. She'd walk up on you and slap you. That's what she'd do to you. She'd slap you. So I've always did my mom like this. So now it's like I never really had to approach her without having to be on guard. And that's where I be with life all the time. I'm on guard. You never get a chance to relax. So that's all I've been dealing with. And it's like, man, I feel guilty in a way because I can't be the one to take care of her. I just can't. Well, I don't know how. I said, in a way, I'm not able to do so because economically I have to work. So we're dealing with that. And then when I get time, I get over there and do the best I can. I cook for her as best I can. And I do that. When she asks for something, I cook it. So that's our agreement for now. It's like, we could have done this years ago. Could have been friends a long time ago. But for some reason, she want to be friends. So here we are. So anywho, moving right along. I'm going to get on over to where I like to be with my husband. I'm tired. I'm going over to Marion Correctional, my favorite place in the whole wide world because my husband is there. And I want to see him come home one day and we're working on it. Can you dig it? Thank you. So dealing back with the institution, I was talking to my husband. It's like, you put all these men in one building, 3,500 inmates in one building. And we had a conversation about us kissing and hugging on visits and us being intimate with each other because we legally married. Hello. So other inmates, the so-called straight inmates are complaining because two men kissing on the visit. I got kids in here. You kids to see that. The kids see that all over television. It's on the commercials. Why they act like homosexuality is something that's got to be something that got to be hidden under the rug or thrown back in the closet somewhere? We're not doing that. I don't see the need for us to be discriminated against.
Because I notice it's different for lesbian, gay women, lesbian women. They can hug up, kiss up anywhere, anytime. And it's like, oh, cool, two women kissing is beautiful to them. Well, I figure two men kissing is just as beautiful. I'm going to kiss my husband as much as I feel like it. And I don't care what nobody say about it because that's not the world I live in. You say you want to love somebody, then you love them. You got a right to love who you choose. So that's what I do. I tend to love my husband because he loved me too. So now they saying that it's too much homosexuality in jail. Wait. Excuse me. What you think gonna happen when you put all these men in there and never coming home again? And you expect them to just what? Do nothing? Have no sexual desire at all? Well, that don't happen in jail. And still homosexuality, you're not gonna stop in prison because you creating it. You don't let them have conjugal visits. You don't let them have protection. You don't let them protect. They don't give us condoms. They didn't give out no protection. Nothing. And conjugal visits should definitely be on the table, especially if you're married. And you should be able to have your kids come to jail. There are jails all over the country where the family can come in and see the father or the mother in jail in the penitentiary for the weekend. How you going to parent your kids if they don't know who you are? They can't come to jail to spend time with you, get to know with you. How you going to be a father when you get home or a mother when you get home if you can't be with your kids while they're in jail? And that's one of the biggest problems I have with our institutional penal system is the fact that you cannot be a family if you're going to have this incarceration without rehabilitation. Part of the healing process is to be able to bring the family unit back, or the convict back into the family unit. That's the purpose of having the prison. Incarceration is that you get better, so you know what you're doing. And they're not allowing them to do that. Withholding condoms is just promoting sexually transmitted diseases of all kinds. They're inside of there. Rapes aren't as bad as they used to be. Most of them are consensual because people are not more people are coming out. More people are uncomfortable with their identity. It's like not something you got to hide. In jail, they really don't want you to hide it. They want you to not do it, but you can't stop it. You can't stop it. So why not do something to make it better so people don't get sick? Which is my main concern. And also in the future, I will be putting together these HIV groups. And I got some talk sections and some awareness groups coming because it's a new day for the treatment of AIDS in this country, or sexually transmitted diseases. So we'll be dealing with that the next through till May. So we're going to be sponsoring some sit downs. You want to talk about it? We're going to be sponsoring some talk groups. I'm with another organization working with the county. We'll be opening forum. I will be your host. We'll be sharing information. Anything you need to know, I'll be able to help you with that. We'll be able to give you the information and the materials you need to deal with newly found illness, whatever you're dealing with. So that's another thing I want to get out the way and get into. So look forward to that. That'll be coming in February. We'll be putting together some workshops and groups for people that are support groups for HIV positive inmates. Or not inmates, people. I'm still an inmate. I can't stop being an inmate. As long as my husband locked up, I'm locked up. So that's where we at. What I want to get into tonight, we've so many things, but that whole fishbowl thing was you going to put all these men in jail and then tell them don't do nothing and then penalize them. You know, once you have sex in jail, you get caught having sex in prison, that's considered a sexual assault. So when you get caught, they send your loved ones, your family members home, letters that you was have engaged in sexual activity in jail, and you have to register for a sex offender when you get home. Not because you raped anybody or you had sex with anybody. It was consensual, but the fact that the institution say they don't promote it, but you do nothing to stop. You're gonna put me in the cell with somebody that want to be with me anyway. So I never understood that. You're going to send me to the hole for having sex with another man. And then in the hole, you're going to put me in the hole with another man that want to have sex with me too. It's a win-win situation. So it's no punishment because where one won't, another one will. So that makes no sense in the penitentiary. It's like you go either get with it, make it possible for them to do so, or the hypocrisy will go on and on and on. Where there's a will, there is a way. That's why you have officers getting officers getting pregnant by inmates. You have inmates getting drugs from police officers or correctional officers because they can't get it in. Another thing, we was talking about that new tune. The roach spray they spraying on paper and selling for $20 a stamp for a size stamp. So you can't stop that, but you want to stop sex and drugs. You can't stop drugs in jail, but you want to stop men from having sex. Ridiculous. Stop the drugs, then we can stop it. You can't stop the sex. You're not going to stop sex. You're not going to stop it. It's going to be a way. What you going to do? Yeah, but it'll be a miserable place. You're going to end up with a riotous situation. Inmates will rebel. I guarantee it. We already have done it before. They tried to do that to us before. Back in Ross Correctional, we had to fight that one. Tore their head up too. It was unconstitutional to isolate us. They were trying to isolate all HIV positive, AIDS infected inmates, whatever. Overthrew that, had that overturned. So, we got that out the way. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a break right here. I was just checking my time, and we are at that hour. So let's take a break and do our station due diligence. Don't you dare touch that dial. We'll be back in a moment. Hey, we are back. You just now tuning in. You're listening to Elgie Trotter, Convict Corner, host with the most. We're in our second half. I'm going to wrap this thing up and take it on home. I'm going to pick back up where you're not going to stop homosexuality in prison. It just don't make sense because there's some pretty boys in there. I must say so myself. There's some boys in there so pretty. They look like girls. You can't tell them apart with all the transgenders in their process of changing. They like to still get caught, look just like a woman. They don't send them to women prisons. They send them to a man. What are you going to do when you got a male celly with breast in the middle of transitioning? Eyelashes, bro, they get to do all of that. You're still taking hormones for their transsexual transformation, what they call gender reassignment surgery, which is legal here in Ohio. If you want to get a free gender assignment surgery, you go right over to Metro. If you don't want to be a woman today, you could be a man tomorrow. Just go over there to Metro, and they'll turn you from a woman to a man today. Get you started on your process and vice versa. If you want to be a woman, a man today, they'll send you over there and turn you into one today.
With therapy and all.
With all of that, right. Well, that's what I mean. We'll get you prepared, get you ready. That's if you want to. It's no longer a thing about can it be done? They didn't prove it can be done already. So that's what we're working with there. So, and I've been out of here for a reason because when my spirit isn't right, I don't feel right. When things don't line up, I just be still. And my house ain't clean. I get real unkind because it's a certain way I want, a certain vibe. And I'm on the right track now, though. It's getting there. We're getting there. So I wanted to put this show together because I want you to understand that I'm not always perfect. Things aren't always great. And that is part of recovering. I'm still adjusting to this rehabilitation after 20 years. Because like I say, it was a tragic moment. You don't just walk away from prison and it's all over, said and done. Especially when you've done the things I've done in prison with the people I've done it with. Like I could never walk away from my husband. After all the fun we had, no. All the stories, conversations, all the walks on the yard, all the Christmas presents, all the holidays we spent together. Like these don't even feel like holidays. It don't feel nothing like Christmas. I don't feel the holiday, nothing. It don't even seem real. I see Christmas trees and I just don't feel that Christmas like it used to be. Something's changed about the whole season. I think we're just waking up to the truth. I think I've just woken up to the truth. And some things I just can't feed into, believe anymore. I don't care how y'all dress it up. But the way I see it is you bowing down to the wrong gods. So this whole worshiping thing is throwing me off, and then I'm trying to be holly jolly. How you holly jolly when your mama down or trying to fight for her life? And then most people but lost their family. This is not the happiest time of the year all the time. I tell people suicide time is now. This is the time people feel real weak, left, lost alone, and alone. See, I'm prepared for being left alone because I was in the penitentiary all them years, Christmas, New Year's, holiday, birthdays, fine. 12 years of that, no cards from nobody, no love from nobody, no money from nobody. So when I get home and I don't hear from people, I'm not offended. Because when I was down flat on my back, you wasn't there to help me anyway. So I can't be mad if you don't want to fool with me today. So we could, hey, as far as I'm concerned, fair exchange ain't no robbery. So I can't be mad and upset because people don't deal with me today because, first of all, you don't know me. You didn't take the time to get to know me. You heard about me, you gossip about me, you talk about me, but you never get to know me. You never took the time to get to know me. But those who do usually stick around. Some that don't. Some people like you, some people don't. So I just go with the ones that like me. Like my friend told me, like the one that likes you. Don't be the one doing all the liking. I'm not going to be the one doing all the liking and loving. My husband get it so good because he spoiled me right back. I can say I wake up not doubting if he loves me or not. That's a given. I already know that. Just when can I be with him so we can make a difference and change the world for real? That's all I'm waiting for. I just want to see that happen. And overnight, I'm looking for a miracle. I expect a miracle. Every day I'm looking for that miracle. So we'll be operating in some of those miracles coming in February. We're going to do some more workshops here for our people that's HIV positive and going through sexually transmitted disease information, more so AIDS, HIV. We need to deal with that because it's not going anywhere. It's still here. It's treatable. You can live now. You're not dying from it. You told me I wouldn't live to see 30. That's why I was end up smoking crack. I didn't think I was going to live, so I was going to die high, pretty much. I had to kick the drugs, but sometimes, it's not always a picnic. So you have to do the best you can. And that's all I've been doing is fighting this thing head on. With the fact that I know I'm going to have a husband to enjoy it with one day. I don't want to spend my whole life and be old and alone. I don't want to do that. And if that's the case, I still won't be old and alone because I'll be full of love no matter what happens. And I don't feel alone where I'm love right now because it just takes one phone call and we back on team. My husband calls me faithfully every day, 2, 3, 4 times a day on my off days. So that's the support I need to keep me going, especially during the time with my mom going down. He was with me earlier. He got to say hi to my mom. I put him on the phone, let him talk to my family. So he's no stranger to everybody. Everybody know my husband. You hear his voice, they get to hear his voice. So that's beautiful to me. And we're working on some things. So I'm trying to make some things work. Mainly get that penitentiary with some condoms in it. That's the main thing. That should be on our to-do list for on the next, what they say you want to put the next Congress in motion, put the next, that on the ballot, what they call it, the ballot, put the ballot in for conjugal visits and condoms in prison. That's what I would like to do. I can't see no time on here. That's why I'm looking like I didn't believe it should be visible.
8 minutes.
I got 8 long minutes. All right. Oh, man. It seems like an eternity sometimes. Where you want to go? Okay. I got one for you. It's healing time. It's forgiving time. I got one brother in the whole wide world. We don't get along. We do distantly, but, I don't know if something happened between me. If you got a brother and sister, we wasn't raised like that, but, we get along to a degree. But I wish that would change. I'd like to see that change someday, but it takes 2 to tangle. So I'm trying to figure out how to get my brother back and my mother at the same time. These scam callers. And if you online, don't fill out nothing. Don't fill out nothing to say you get a $6,000 stimulus from Trump. Don't even open that because all you're going to do is go in that app and they're going to serve you. Now this one's for, I was looking into the $6,000 stimulus money they have on the Facebook thing on this phone. And I looked at it. I don't think it's even Facebook, but it was something in there that they were saying. Yeah, it was too. That you get a $6,000 stimulus check. That's not true. What you get is you fill that out. You're going to get 1,000 calls from wherever your phone is. Like my phone is registered in Maryland. So I get all these calls from Maryland talking about you get some insurance. We got insurance for you. We got insurance for you. Medical insurance. I took care of all that already. So then my phone blows up constantly because I was looking for that $6,000 stimulus. It's not real. Don't answer it. Because all they're going to do is scam. It's the scam likely. They just want your information so they can scam you. So leave that alone. I talked to the gentleman. He told me it's like, yeah, we signed up to help people to get insurance. And then they connected us to this stimulus thing, which is a scam. And they actually paid to be able to get in there so they could get their information. So somewhere we all got scammed. So that's what that's about. So my phone ring is scam callers. So don't do that. Don't fill that stuff out. You don't get it from the legit source, leave it alone. And I don't know what to do for Christmas because it certainly don't feel like Christmas. I saw one tree. It was beautiful. Oh, yes, I saw a beautiful Christmas tree. I've been seeing some beautiful trees. But put up one? No. It's not just me. I don't do Christmas. It's all right, though. I'm cool. Been a blessed day. The Christmas is in here. Christmas is when my husband called. Hello. So that's where I'm at today. I've just got a lot to deal with, and I'm trying to put everything in perspective. We'll be doing podcasts soon. We'll be coming more live, and as soon as I get familiar with this technology, that's the thing that's holding me up, is getting familiar, because I would like to do way more shows and different content than what I'm restricted to right now. So I'm working on some things, so bear with me. We'll get there. We're going to get there. It's coming. We're going to make it happen. It's time. Can't wait no longer. I'm getting old. Okay, I can see it now. There we go. There it is. They didn't turn all the lights down. Man, I tell you, there it is. 7 minutes on mine. Yes, sir. So where did we go last time? Don't forget your loved ones. Send them something. Send them some money. It's Christmas time. Send your loved ones behind bars a few dollars. Yeah, we were talking about bank accounts, but I didn't get that confirmed with my bank. For one, you awarded the state. Give them an opener. I could still open a saving account in his name, but will he access it? I don't think I'll still have to access his account. Yeah, that was another show. We was talking about why can't inmates have bank accounts. Well, I didn't research that, so I didn't bring that up, but I did talk to my manager. I could save money for him, which is I've been doing anyway. So I have him a savings account regardless, because I have to do that to send him money every month. So
Speaking of holidays, how do you do a visit?
Holiday, you have to put in a visit in advance. So if I want to see them Christmas on that time, if they have it Christmas Day, you have to do that a month in advance or 2 weeks in advance. So they change it. Depends. So I'm not going down there in the wintertime. I did that already. No. There's too many country roads and that GPS, and I don't have my AAA no more. I have roadside assist from the insurance company, and I'm not dependent on them, and I won't go into AAA because that's another story. Yeah, well, that's another story. I can't say that, but they got me good. They got me good because I had fire insurance with them and didn't know, and they've been taking money for years, and when I got the fire, they canceled my insurance and kept all my money. That money they kept, they were supposed to reimburse me. So that's the way that is. We all right. Let me. Okay, I can't see 5 from a 9. Who turned it down? It used to be brighter than that. So anyway, where's I at?
Clean house, clean mind. Clear mind.
Clear mind. No, I was talking about something else.
Oh, we were talking about
the banking husband keeping an account. So yeah, I keep him with an account because I got to send him money all the time.
Why can't inmates manage their own money?
Because they water the state, and any monies that they get, the state they make money off the inmates because it's a business. It's a crooked business. That's why they do it. Yeah. They can go to work, but they can't come home. You can't give them a parole, but you can put them to work. They're good enough to work, but not good enough to come home and work and provide for their family and take care of their business. Stuff like that. So, I'm working on it, baby. I'm trying to get you some money, too. I tell my husband all the time, anywhere I can make it happen, we're going to make it happen. And he's not missing out on it. He gets his cut. Trust me, he gets his cut. He makes sure I get it to him, too. Bless his soul. I love him to death. Best friend I ever had. Could ask for no better. And I'm proud of that. And if the world don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. It has nothing to do with you. It's my life. Nobody, you're not helping me get to where I want to go. Leave me be. Because I'm on my way without you. With or without you, I'm going to make it. And let that be the reason. Fearlessly. Oh boy, this was going to be, I don't know how I'll be doing this. It's like, y'all just don't know. It takes a lot for me. Once I get here, I'm cool. But for the whole day, I've been dreading like, oh, I got to get up and go do this. It's the weather. It's the weather. And this getting dark 6 o'clock in the evening is horrible. I miss the summertime because it's dark, and the wintertime is dark all day, all night. It's more darkness than it is light all winter long. I'll be glad when the winter passes. And the summer goes so fast. So we're thinking Puerto Rico, Barbados, thinking of traveling. When my husband come home, we're going to look into other options about getting up out of here. There are other countries we can visit, I'm sure. I'm sure. There's got to be other places, the better cities, because this city is so dichotomized. There is not one gay club on the east side of Cleveland. Once you cross downtown, everything is very unfriendly toward black gay people. You go over there with them white folks on the west side, you good. Over here, you hate it. Your own people won't do it. That don't make no sense. We're going to change that. I'm determined to put a gay club on the east side of Cleveland. It should be a place for us to come over here and enjoy ourselves instead of going way on the west side. And then they want you to not drink and drive. So how you supposed to have a good time and you can't even get to the club to have a good time or home? So you got to, at least be in walking distance. I don't think, people not doing like they used to. I mean, back in the day, we used to have some really nice gay clubs and they just all dissipated and it makes no sense. So I don't understand how we got there. It just makes no sense at all. We really need a club over here. That'll ease the tension and give people some more education. Now, our young kids ain't out here still in gang banging and shooting up stuff, carrying on, stealing cars. They give them something else to do. And it's more of these young gay people that I ever seen before. I thought we had a wild crew back in the day, but this new gay crew, this new young folks is something else. And I want to give them somewhere to party so they can experience what we used to party like. Yeah, we did the shows and all that. So I'm about to say that clock on the wall, about to say that's it and that's all. I'm running out of time, but I'll be back next week. Same station, same channel. So tune in. Until next week, they say, I'm blessed by the best, having no stress, taking no mess, and praying for the rest, and that is Convict Corner. I appreciate you listeners all the time. And do tune in, like and share, and you can get your t-shirts in the future. We'll tell you how to do that. So hold tight. There's going to be some Convict Corner items up for purchase soon for you can support our cause. Thank you. Over and out. Peace and blessings.